Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirmed, your daily affirmations for self love and growth. Hi, my collective. Welcome back into the channel, you guys. Welcome back. I hope you guys have had an amazing day, morning, afternoon, evening, or whenever you are catching this message. So, you guys, this is going to be your collective general message. I am going to get you messages from Inner Wisdom Compass. I'm also going to get you a romance and love message. I'm also going to give you money messages and oracles at the end, you guys. So stay tuned. I hope you guys are doing well. And I hope that the message helps you in some way, shape, or fashion with something that you got going on in life right now, and in love, and in money. So stay tuned, you guys. But welcome back in, my current followers and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. You know, I always love having you here with me. Thank you guys for all of the love and support you guys are showing me. You guys, it's been absolutely incredible. I've actually added some information in the description box for those of you guys who are not familiar with the channel, or you know the purpose of the channel and why I'm here, and how I am here to help the collective. Check that out. Also, there are links to my Etsy shop as well if you guys want to check that out. I'm still just getting started, but I plan on growing it, you know, as our channel grows, and we are growing, you guys, and it's so exciting. So thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. There's also links as well if you want to donate to the channel. It's also a Cash App and a Venmo available as well. All the incoming followers and subscribers, welcome into the family, you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me as well. When you hit that subscribe button, just make sure you hit the notification bell and select all, just so that you don't miss any of my future messages that I post for you guys, because I do touch base on a few topics, okay? All right, you guys. What is going on in my collective? What do we need to talk about? You know, I'm checking in with you guys. I hope things have been going well, but you know, life sometimes is not always, you know, rainbows and butterflies, right? Even though we are all going through our transformations, those of us who are working on our healing, butterflies may be significant to a lot of you guys, specifically blue butterflies, orange and black monarch butterflies, yellow or white butterflies. Bluebirds may be significant, red birds, crows as well, to some of you guys. So yeah, let's see what's going on with you guys. Thank you for being here. We'll start with inner wisdom and see what our message is for the collective. Two more. Let's get two more. What's the message for the collective? One more. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So let me take a look at these and let's see if we can figure out what's going on. So the first one out we have is survivor. When everyone counted you out, you made it through because you're a survivor. It's in the reverse. So I may be talking to a group of you guys who are maybe having a hard time with being encouraged in life right now. Maybe you're struggling with something specific that's making you feel weak, making you feel like you've lost control at this time. But let me keep going to get some more of the message. So then we have speak your truth. That is also in the reverse. Never be afraid to speak your truth. Stand strong, shade the ground you walk on, and never back down from your own morals and beliefs. So, this being in the reverse, I have a feeling that this has a lot to do with the survivor in the reverse. So, basically, what I'm getting from this is that you are having a tough time dealing with a particular situation that you really feel like you need to speak your truth on, but you're afraid to do so. I feel like you're afraid to do so because I feel like you're afraid of the bridges. And when I talk about bridges, meaning connections you have with other people in your life at this time that you may lose. Because connections, people especially people who, are good for us in our life. I'm not talking about, the trash that needs to be taken out, but we'll get to that in a minute, right? I feel like some of you guys are afraid that you may lose those good connections that you have with people in your life at this time if you open up and speak your truth. And this is something that is pretty deep because it has to do with your morals and your beliefs. Maybe you are a part of a group that, everybody thinks the same, everybody believes the same, but you are finding yourself feeling like you no longer fit in to this group's morals, this group's beliefs. So there's a fear of you speaking out or speaking against what this group is about because you no longer believe in it and you're afraid that you won't be able to survive that. Interesting. Okay, well, let me keep going here. So then we have take out the trash. It's time to get rid of the people and things that no longer serve you and hold you back from your true life purpose. So here's where the dilemma is that I'm seeing, right? So I'm seeing that you have this connection with this group that you're attached to. And I don't know why I'm saying group. So this could be, coworkers, this could be friends and family, this can be, an actual, specific group that you're connected with outside of work, outside of family, or that may contain people that you are friends and family with that are also part of this group, which is probably why this is particularly tough for you because there's so many intertwined connections here. But the bottom line is, what I'm feeling is that you don't feel like you fit in, don't feel like you agree, with this group's morals, their beliefs, whatever they may be. You feel like you don't conform anymore. You don't mesh. And right now, I feel like you're in survival mode because you are going along to get along when you know deep down you truly feel different. And this is why you're not speaking out, because you're afraid of the consequences. You're afraid of burning bridges with all of these connections because it's like, if I burn this bridge with all these connections, then what? But it seems like you are being encouraged to walk away if certain people, places, and things no longer serve you. And again, I will reiterate the words that I say I understand. There is sometimes a heavier weight associated with the words that I say. I don't disregard that. So I understand that sometimes people may listen to me and say, well, it sounds nice, or it sounds, like something that I would like to do, but I don't know how to do this. So understand that I do realize that going through a journey like this, coming to certain realizations in life, everything is a process. Nothing is going to be instant gratification, especially in situations like this. It's just not going to happen. So when I give you these words of advice, of encouragement, some wisdom, some of my own experiences dealing with these particular situations, it's also with the knowing that I do understand that it's not that easy and that it will take time. The only goal is to just make sure you have the information, that you understand that it is possible if it is something that you truly are feeling. there is a way to deal with it. So you are being encouraged to walk away from the people and things that no longer serve you. There's a lot of baggage. There's a lot of baggage here that you've held on to being a part of this situation, this group, these friends, this, family, whatever this is. It's a huge pile and it's becoming a heavy burden to carry on your shoulder. And with stand your ground being in the reverse, it had always been said that if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Stand up for what you believe and not be easily swayed by the beliefs and wishes of others. This is where you're having a difficult time, which is why this is in the reverse. Because these two things are what you truly want to do. If they were in the upright, this would tell me that you were opening up and speaking your truth and telling people like it is and standing 10 toes down on what you have to say and walking away because this situation no longer serves you. But because these are in the reverse, it's telling me that this is very difficult for you in this particular situation for all of the reasons, whatever those reasons are. The other part of this is that you have so many memories. Again, these are close connections. This is what this is telling me. There's very close connections involved in this situation. So this is not like you deciding one day that you no longer want to deal with your job and you quit and, you can just start a new one. These are, again, are all connected situations. Coworkers, friends you've known for a long time, family members, and some of you guys from all of these different groups. Probably some of you guys work together. You guys are probably part of sports together. So there's a lot of connections that will be affected in your life if you do this. And so this is your hesitation. And you think of all the memories. There are a lot of good memories that you have with these people as well. It's obviously hasn't been all bad. That's why you guys are so close knit, right? But because you have these memories with these people, because you guys are so closely connected in everyday life, it just seems unrealistic to be able to say what you truly feel right now. Be realistic. Get your head out of the clouds and begin seeing things the way they really and truly are. Walking through life wearing rose-colored glasses only leads to pain, embarrassment, and loss. And so while this card for you is in the upright, for you dealing with this situation, it feels in the reverse. It feels unrealistic to you. It feels truly unrealistic finding a way to deal with this, to get out of this, to speak your truth, to stand your ground, to truly walk away and disconnect when deep down maybe you truly want to. So this is a really tough situation. It seems like it's a very sensitive situation for the group that I'm connecting with right now. And of course it is. Life is sensitive. That's why our everyday thoughts, our everyday actions, our everyday intentions, are so important to try and regulate and control because life be lifing. And sometimes people don't regulate their negative thoughts, their negative actions. And then they wonder why things in life don't go the way that they wanted, or things seem to go wrong, or they lose things, people, places, whatever it may be. And if they only took the time to maybe reevaluate and look at their thoughts, look at their actions, look at their intentions towards themselves and others, they would probably have a better idea. So I understand the sensitivity here. I understand this may be hard for whoever it is I'm connecting with. So my only words of encouragement for you, because, collective, you ultimately know your situation much better than me. But I always, always want you to not ever feel discouraged, even in the toughest situations. I think the first thing for you in this particular matter is making sure, as why you feel the way that you do. Making sure you're going within, making sure you're reevaluating all the connections that you have with all the individual people, really taking a look at what is serving you, what is no longer serving you, and figuring out what those reasons are. And I think if you're able to do that, that will definitely give you a better picture of kind of how you want this situation to transform for you. And only you will be able to figure it out. You are possibly going to have to deal with this without the assistance of others, because if you try to talk to someone that is not on the same page with you in this particular situation or group, they're probably just going to make it seem like you're overreacting, or you're being sensitive, or you're overthinking. They're going to make you question your intuition. They're going to make you question what you truly are feeling deep down, because that's just what people do. Instead of them looking at you or listening to you say to them that you feel a certain way and try to find a way to support you, they will basically just try to get you to forget about it, because they rather you just stay exactly where you are. So that is my advice for you. Really, truly take the time to reevaluate, truly take the time to look at all of those connections that you have with all of those people, to figure out which ones are worth holding on to and which ones you're able to let go. And like I said, it doesn't have to be instant, right? Your world doesn't have to come crashing down. Again, I don't know the particulars, but just take your time with it. Don't disregard what you're feeling, because you feel that way for a reason. That is my number one advice to you. Don't allow someone to gaslight you, to make you feel as if your feelings are not valid. Everyone's feelings are valid for one reason or another. Whether people agree with them is a different story, but you feel what you feel for a reason. Okay? So I hope that was helpful for whoever it is I connected with in this message. All right. Let me do the romance and love portion for you guys. See what you guys got going on in the romance and love department. Are you guys doing well? Are you guys finding new love? Are you guys dealing with some toxic individuals? What's going on in my collective in the romance and love department at this time? Let's see, guys. Romance and love, you guys, it is such an amazing thing. It's such an amazing thing. And it can be absolutely beautiful, and it can also be so difficult, especially because it's hard to it's hard to truly know the motives of the other person involved in your life. But I would just say, when it comes to romance and love, take your time. When you're really getting to know somebody, get to know them beyond their first and last name and where they work. Truly figure out who it is that you're connecting with. What is their relationships like with their mother, with their father? Do they have relationships with them? They're going to open up to you as time goes on. But these are things that are truly, truly important in order to know how somebody is going to treat you. What example were they given in relationships? And is this something that they believe should be the way their relationship should go. You know what I mean? So that's very important for somebody. All right, what's going on in romance and love for you guys? Let's get a couple here. Let's get 4 more. 3 more. And we'll figure out what's going on. 2 more, please. 1 more. All right. Okay. All right, you guys. What is going on? So we have individuality in the reverse. So individuality is be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. So in the reverse, we have somebody who is dealing with a person in their life who is very possessive. They don't like your individuality. There's something about you that they feel should not be celebrated, should not be displayed. This person claims to love you, but their love has conditions. This is what I'm feeling so far, but let's see what else we have. Okay. So I have friendship in the reverse. The connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance. So, okay. So this could be a situation with 2 people that maybe are not actually in a romantic situation quite yet. Okay. And I have someone who is attracted to an individual and they are physically attracted to this person. They do want to be in a romantic situation with you, collective, if this is you who has, something unique about yourself, something that makes you stand out. I have probably a lot of my unicorns out here. Love it, you guys. But your individuality means a lot to you. And there's somebody in your life who maybe has some romantic feelings towards you, but there's something about you that they don't really appreciate when it comes to your individuality. But they do want to basically have some passion between the 2 of you. So this says, keep the flame of passion alive. It is the heartbeat of love. So again, this person has a level of passion, a level of attractiveness and love for you. And with this friendship in the reverse, this tells me this is possibly somebody that you know, collective. Could be a coworker. This could be a longtime friend. This could be maybe just somebody you're dating at this time. Flip it where it goes. You guys know your story. But this person, nonetheless, wants to connect with you in a passionate way. They want to be with you. However, it seems like their love for you is conditional because there's something, again, about your individuality that bothers this person. And this is not a secret. This is something that you would be aware of, collective. This is something that this person has probably said to you. They have let you know this particular characteristic, this particular thing. This could be, how you look, the color of your hair, how you wear your hair. It could be how you dress. It could even be as deep as what you believe in. Maybe this person is religious and you're spiritual and they don't agree with your spirituality. But again, you guys connect on other levels. And which is so interesting, I mean, I don't know if people, because don't get me wrong, like my family is religious as well. But I realized that my relationship with God really is what's important, right? And I feel like whether you're religious, whether you're spiritual, I believe that it is about the type of relationship you have with the Most High, with our God. So again, maybe you guys are completely different religions and you believe in different things, but if this is about religion versus spirituality, I just think maybe it's a lack of understanding. But either way, this person realizes that there's something about you that makes you unique, and something that is individual to you that they seem to have a hard time with for whatever reason. And again, this is no secret. This is something that you are aware of, and you are not willing to sacrifice or change who you are for this person. It doesn't matter how they feel about you. It doesn't matter how much, they love and care for you, because if somebody truly loves and cares for you, they will allow you to be your individual self. They will allow you to express yourself in a passionate way. And, as long as what you believe is nothing that is detrimental or harming anyone else, it shouldn't be a deal breaker. It shouldn't be something that bothers them so much that they have to protest against it or they have to make you feel bad about it. And if it is, that tells me that this is not unconditional love. This is not true love. This is love based on their conditions and what they want you to be. And you're not settling for that. You know that if you allow this person into your life and to connect with you in that way, it would mean that you would be settling, because you would be allowing their opinion to matter in regards to who you are as a person, who you are as an individual. And that is not, again, what love is. If you are not compatible, which to me, this is what this person makes it seem like. They make it seem like if you don't believe in what they believe, or you don't dress how they want you to dress, or your hair is not the right style or the right color, or you're not the right weight, or you're not the right height, or you don't make the right type of money, that your love is going to be based on condition, and they're just going to be attached to you in order to gain or get from you what they want, which seems to be very passionate, but it doesn't seem like you're compatible. So to me, this is not going to be something that can go very far. It's not going to be something that's going to last, because there's going to be conditions, and if you don't follow their rules, right, where's it going to go? Yeah, so you're not falling for this person. You're not falling for this individual based on this knowledge that you have. And you may have a lot of love for them, but you're realizing that this is not something that you're anticipating. You don't want any, opportunities, to get attached to someone who can't love you for everything that you are. You're just not going to do it. And yes, you are a star collective. You are beautiful just as you are. And you see the red flags. You see them. And it's just not something, that you are willing to sacrifice. You are not willing to walk away and stop being who you are for conditional love. And again, I don't even know if I could call that love. Maybe this person, again, is attracted to you for your uniqueness, for the simple fact that you are able to be an individual and you don't care what others think. But at the same time, it's the one thing that they make you feel insecure about, or they try to make you question. It's very interesting. It's like they want the unicorn but don't want anyone else to see them with the unicorn. What? That doesn't make sense. So yeah, you're willing to be on your own in this adventure. You're okay with being by yourself. You don't need to be connected to anyone, especially someone who makes you question, collective, man or woman. Any person that makes you question who you are as a person, or tells you that who you are is not good enough, or there's something wrong with it, especially if who you are as a person, as an individual, is not harming anybody else. Somebody who is actually in a high vibration, who is beautiful in their uniqueness, who brings smiles and good positive energy to others. Yeah, don't let anybody tell you that you need to change that. And you deserve true love. You deserve true love and real passion. You deserve a deep and enduring connection beyond superficial attraction. And right now, this person, I feel like they're real superficial, especially if, again, they're making you feel like you need to question the one thing or a couple of things that make you who you are. Yeah, you do not want to be together with someone like that. And that's just the bottom line. You're not willing to sacrifice and you're willing to wait. And it seems like because you're not walking towards this other individual collective, you have a window of opportunity in love coming. Someone who will actually truly see you as the star that you are, collective. So keep standing 10 toes down on top of that mountain by yourself. Keep climbing, keep working on yourself, keep healing, keep showing yourself self love and self care, because you will eventually run into the right person and they will see your value immediately. They won't make you question your uniqueness. They won't make you, you know, question the love that you have to share and the joy that you bring. They will embrace you. They will help you heal. They will help you grow. They will vibrate high with you. And that's what we all deserve, men and women. My divine masculines, I always do messages for you guys. So you guys know that you are appreciated just as much as our, divine feminines. We need each other in order to vibrate high. We need two people who can come together and truly see each other and truly appreciate each other for who they are. And if you're not compatible, that is okay. You're going to be attracted to a lot of people, but it doesn't mean that you're compatible. It takes more than just chemistry. There has to be a compatibility between two people in order for it to last, in order for the roots to be strong and be grounded, to hold on to each other, to go through life together, to be each other's Bonnie and Clyde and have each other's back. So, yeah, in this situation, I agree with you, collective. There's no need to settle. You have a great opportunity in real love coming, one that's not going to be based on superficial attraction, one that's not going to make you question your individuality or based on conditional love. That's not what we're doing, because you're already the star. So keep shining, my divine feminine and or divine masculine. You guys deserve the best. Beautiful. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay, you guys, let's get some money messages for you guys. Let's see what's going on with your finances, see what you guys need to know, what you guys need to work on, where you guys may be stuck. Let's see. Thank you guys for being here with me still. I hope you're enjoying the message. So let's see what's going on with your finances, collective. Get you guys some money advice here. All right. Let's see what's going on with the collective regarding their finances. What's going on with the collective regarding their finances at this time? Let's get a few. Ooh. Wow, that one flew. Okay. Wow. Some serious financial messages needed. These are flying. Wow. Okay. What we got going on, collective? What's going on with your finances? Stuff is flying out here. Wow, in my lap. Okay, let's start slow here because we got a lot to talk about. It seems. Oh yeah. Okay. So the first one, science. Let's see. Keep an open mind as something is unfolding just for you. Beautiful. Okay. Some of you guys may have roles in science, such as chemists, forensics, biochemists, or similar fields. Some of you guys may need to apply scientific methods to solve your business or financial problems. So, science, our first message out. So, some of you guys definitely got something that's unfolding, maybe that you don't see coming. So, whatever it is that you're working on, that you're putting your time and effort into at this time, make sure to stay focused on that. I just did a message regarding that. Yeah, keep moving forward, you guys, because it seems like some good things are coming. I could be talking to a group of you guys who are in roles regarding science. Like I said, regarding forensics or biochemists, you guys are very, very intelligent. And maybe you guys have some, challenges going on with business or your finances that maybe you can use your knowledge in regards to science to help you with. All right. Okay. What else we got going on here? And then we have Peacemaker. You're being urged to apply diplomacy and tact in a difficult situation. Consider careers in politics, negotiations, unions, contracts, or peacemaking, or adopt a win win attitude when negotiating business deals. So, a couple of things going on here with our peacemaker. Some of you guys may be in a situation or dealing with someone in a situation, a company, a relationship, whatever it may be, where you have to show a level of diplomacy and tact right now in order to get the justice out of this situation that you're looking for. You need to maintain your cool. You know, um, I know that there's some situations that make you feel like you want to pop off, especially when you get mad or you're angry. But tact is going to help you more right now in this particular situation. Some of you guys are being encouraged to look towards careers regarding politics or negotiations, unions, contracts, or peacemaking. It sounds like you guys may be really good at that as well. But the most important thing in this message right here is about just having a win win attitude, having a more optimistic attitude, and staying in control of your emotions. Okay. Then we have Easy Does It. Slow and steady wins the race. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail. Be careful not to get involved with any get rich quick schemes. So, a lot of you guys may be thinking about trying to get attached or get involved with a particular get rich quick scheme. Somebody might be trying to convince you to get involved in. Right now, it would not be the time. Um, Anything that is worth investing in right now is going to grow slow and steady. This is not instant gratification, especially if you're looking for long term financial goals, long term wealth. The advice right now is not to look for something that's going to make money quickly, because as quickly as you receive it, you may end up losing it. So be careful with that. Then we have parenthood. Healing your inner child can unlock the path to financial abundance. Careers like caregiver, teacher, or pediatrician focus on helping children. Remember to nurture yourself as you work towards your goals. So, the most important message on this one that I'm getting for this collective is some of you guys need to do some inner child healing. This is a very sensitive topic. Most people don't want to look at their inner child wounds, and I completely get that. Sometimes it's very tough to even want to remember. And a lot of the times people push these type of memories away because you don't want to think about them. And you push them down in your subconscious and you just want to forget about it. But what ends up happening is it shows in other ways as you become an adult. You begin to act out in ways in your adulthood because you were not nurtured in the correct way as a child, or because there was a traumatic incident that happened. I don't need to get into specifics. You'll know if this message is for you. But now in your adulthood, having those inner child wounds could be causing financial blockages. Learning to heal those inner child wounds, the trauma, can help you to deal with life matters, financial matters in a way that can actually help create abundance. And maybe you can't see the connection, but I'll give you an example, just something off the top of my head here. So let's just say you have an individual who, as a child, they had a lot of siblings, and they were always that child amongst the siblings who, whenever there was a contest, they were always the sibling who lost. And so they grew up to be an adult who hates losing, very poor sport, win at all costs type of mentality. And so, anytime as an adult in life, whether that's with a job, friends, family, it doesn't matter, they're always in constant competition with the others in their life, the people that love them, their coworkers. And it's this competition within this person that nobody knows about. And it causes them to act out in negative ways, when they don't feel like they're winning in particular parts of their life. And it affects their relationships with people who truly love them, because the people in their life have no idea that's what this person is feeling or thinking. This can affect how a person is in the workplace. If we're just talking about finances, and if this person has a hard time not being the best, it may cause them to slack off in their work, which will affect their job and eventually affect their finances. So it's connected, even though it doesn't seem so. So it's important to definitely work on healing. Some of you guys that I may be connecting to in this message are caregivers, teachers. You guys could be pediatricians, but you guys have a focus on helping children, which I think is amazing. And also remember to nurture yourself. Self-love, you guys. Nurturing, taking care of yourself, taking time out to pamper yourself, to show yourself love mentally, physically, emotionally. These are all things that will help you stay in balance, that will help you make good decisions regarding finances. So it's all connected, you guys, okay? And we have loss. A major phase in your life is ending. Embrace the new. Let go of the past to focus your energy on what lies ahead. The grief of loss is still standing in the way of your progress. So some of you guys have experienced a recent loss. My condolences, because this could be a person, but this could be just a loss in finances, a loss in a job, a loss in a relationship. Whatever it is going to push you into a new chapter, a new beginning in something. And this is just encouraging you, as you grieve and deal with your emotions pertaining to this loss, that you allow the past to be let go of. Don't hold on to any negative feelings. Yes, when there's loss, especially when it's a loved one and you're grieving, of course, you're going to go through those stages of grief. Absolutely. And that could take time, and that's okay. Nothing about any of this, like I always say, is instant. This is just to acknowledge that what you're feeling is valid. That yes, it's going to take time, but it's important that you don't allow the grief of this loss to stand in the way of your forward movement, of your progress in life. Okay? Writer. Words are powerful. Use them to manifest more abundance. Consider careers like blogger, content writer, or book author in creative writing. Your words have the power to influence and share your gifts with the world. Yeah. So when I see this message, as far as writers, I could be connecting with some writers out here, which I think you guys are absolutely amazing. Um, the discipline, the thought process, the details. My collective, you guys are very detail oriented, and you guys have great ideas. But this is encouraging a group of you guys to, if you're not already writers and this is not something you do, maybe journal. I said this in my other message as well. Journaling is very healing. Journaling allows you to release emotions that you didn't even know that you were feeling, that was buried. Because as you start to write, you'll be surprised the amount of information that just subconsciously comes out on that paper from that pen that you're holding. And when you write, it allows you to express yourself rawly, right? You don't have to edit when it's your own journal, when it's not something being published to others. You can write whatever it is you're feeling, and it's okay. So, writing may be significant for a group of you guys. Again, you guys might be writers or have careers in writing. Then we have money manager. This card may indicate a giant leap forward in your career or finances. Consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, or any field in finance. So I'm connecting to a group of you guys who are in the finance industry already. You guys could be gurus, you could be investors, you could be in financial industries like banking, real estate. But you guys connect with financing, accounting. You guys deal with money management already. That's amazing. That means that you're very well versed in the financial industry. You guys have a lot of knowledge. And this could be that in the field that you're in, some of you guys could be actually, about to have a giant leap take place, forward movement in your finances, a lot of growth. So that's great. Okay, a couple more. Then we have gossip. There's some buzz around what you're doing right now. Minimize drama and take personal responsibility to act with integrity. Your personal challenges might be distracting you from your work. So, this is for a group of you guys. I could be talking to some cross watchers as well. Some of you guys are gossiping about other people, the things that they're doing as far as work, as far as their finances. This is encouragement and advice that maybe you need to mind your own business. It's not worry so much about what these other people are doing, especially if your finances aren't doing that well. So it may be confirmation that maybe you shouldn't be involved in gossip. I don't think people understand that when you are talking, especially negatively about another person, because all gossip, is not negative, but the majority of it is. And most of the time, it is just people's assumptions, right? Because unless you actually are speaking directly to the person you're talking about, all you're doing is assuming and guessing. And sometimes it makes you look like a jackass, to be honest. So, if you're worried about your own reputation, maybe you shouldn't be so involved in gossip. Just being honest and keeping it real here with some of you guys. But some of this, like I said, could be good. Some of you guys are being talked about by others because they see how amazing you are at something that you're doing right now. Whatever industry that you're a part of, you are thriving, you are becoming a star player, and you guys are really putting in the work, which in turn will affect your finances in a good way. So again, if you don't have haters, like Cat Williams says, it means you're not doing something right. So if you are part of my collective and you guys are thriving right now, I would say, keep going. Stand 10 toes down for you. Keep going, keep growing in your abilities, keep staying out of the gossip and the BS because it's not going to help you. And yeah, keep going. It's amazing. And then the last one, we have some people in denial here. Perhaps you're insisting that reality be something it's not. Interesting. So, what are you refusing to see? It's better to live in truth than in a lie. If you've been faking it to make money, it's time to take off the mask. So, we have a group of people, again, collective. This could be some of you guys, but if not, this could be cross watchers again, that are in denial right now about their situation, about their particular financial situations, about their realities. People sometimes don't like to face the consequences of things that they've done, the reason why they're in particular situations. I think accountability is very, very important. If you are mature, you know how to take a level of accountability. If not, again, this is encouraging you to take off the rose-colored glasses, remove the mask that everybody knows that you're wearing, and just be truthful and honest. Maybe removing the mask will allow you to get yourself out of a situation that you're stuck in. But sometimes people can be too prideful. They allow their ego to stand in the way of their own success. And I don't think people really see it, unfortunately. So hopefully none of my collective, hopefully, you guys aren't in denial right now about life, and you're being truth and honest about what's really going on. And if you see that you're dealing with challenges, or you have challenges in your finances, you are addressing them, you're dealing with them head on. Don't be out here pretending, you know, there's no need to pretend. Everybody goes through their struggles through life. Okay. Nobody's life out here is perfect and always glittery and gold. Okay. No matter what social media may make it seem like. Okay. All right, you guys, those are your money messages. So now I'm going to get you guys your oracles before I close it out for you. All right. What are our oracle messages for the collective at this time? Okay, let me 3 more, please. Okay. All right, collective. Stay true. Keep your individuality, collective. Going back to our romance and love message. Stay true to who you are. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. So if people out here gossiping about you, about what it is you're doing out here, how you're trying to grow, evolve, how you're trying to make money, it doesn't matter. I don't know if that's sad for them or not, but it really doesn't matter, because their validation is not needed for you to do what you need to do for yourself. As long as you're standing 10 toes down for who you are and staying true to you, that's all you need to worry about. Life always handles everything else. Everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. Exactly. An attitude of gratitude, collective, positive mindset. That is how you continue to grow. That is how you heal. That is how you continue to evolve. Positive mindset. Behold beauty. When you insist that the world is hostile and others are your enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self-fulfilling prophecies fortunately work both ways. So, again, whatever it is you focus on, that's what you're going to get more of. So, if you insist that everybody's against you, nobody supports you, the world is hostile, everybody's your enemy, then that is what you're attracting in. I'm not saying that there are not people in your life who you don't need to stay away from or not be involved with. I'm not saying that. However, understand that there is a level of control that you have over that, right? You already know who to stay away from, but it doesn't mean just because you have a handful of people who are haters or, who have done you wrong in the past, it doesn't mean that everybody in the world is going to give you that same energy. So keep your mind positive so you can attract the things and people towards you on that same vibration. The spirit of love. Don't search for true love, for it will find you if you just hold on to who you are. The world already loves your essence, so don't change it for anybody. Right under stay true. Be your authentic self, collective, 100% of the time. It is easier than wearing a mask and constantly having to change who you are like a chameleon, depending on who you're around. That is absolutely exhausting. And eventually, somebody's going to notice. And eventually, that mask is going to be ripped off anyway. Simplified life. Life is meant to be simple and easy. Don't let superficial energies distract you from your true essence. Simplicity and purity will lift your spirit. Yep, life doesn't have to be life is already in and of itself complicated. So you don't have to overcomplicate it by allowing people that are superficial on an energetic level make you feel insecure about who you are. Just keep it simple. Just be who you are. Stay true to that every day. The people who are for you will stay in your life. The people who are not for you will eventually fall away. That's it. Because you will eventually see who is not truly supportive of you in some way. In some way, you will see it. No matter how tight the mask is that they wear, I don't care if they got 10 of them in their closet that they change day to day. Eventually, you will see people for who they are, and you will be able to make a decision on whether they're for you or not for you. Wild and wonderful. Why focus on limitations and realism? Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or method. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens every day. Enough said. Believe in the magic of you attracting positive things towards you, believing that you deserve great things in your life. Every single day you wake up, appreciate your uniqueness, appreciate your authenticity, appreciate your integrity, appreciate your kindness, appreciate your love, appreciate your purity. And don't let anybody who doesn't even know themselves make you question any of those things. Just keep it simple and don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Just keep believing, collective. No matter what, don't give up and keep believing in yourself because you guys are amazing. The collective, keep raising your vibration. Keep believing in love because love is available to anybody who desires it. Real love, not fake love, conditional love, survival love, none of that. That real thing. So keep your vibration high, keep your thoughts positive, and keep standing 10 toes down for you and your authenticity, and you will find what you need. All right, my collective, that's what I have for you guys in our general messages for today. I hope that this was able to bring you some food for thought. I pray that the messages were useful for you and some of the situations you've been dealing with. I love you guys to the moon and back, but until next time, bye.